Good evening. Happy to see everyone here. Smiling faces are always good. I have a story for you, because that's my thing, stories. And it starts with a wise man. Some of you may have already heard this, but it always starts with a wise man. That's the way it goes. So a wise man is walking along a beach, and the waves are coming in and out. He's walking along, and he sees two men working. And they've got bricks all around them. And one looks quite happy, and one looks a bit perturbed. And he walks in, so he's looking, and I wonder what's going on. So he walks over, and he walks to the first man, the man that's kind of perturbed that he's there, and he says, "What are you doing?" And that says, "I'm building a wall." Stacking bricks. He goes, "Okay." And he walks over to the other man, who seemed to be quite happy. And he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm building the world's best lighthouse." Now, they're both doing the exact same thing. They're both putting the mortar down, stacking the bricks. But one man is building a wall, and one man is building a lighthouse. Now, flash forward to, I don't know what year it was. I was in 6th grade. And I was walking out of Sycamore Hills Elementary, right down the road. There's some things that just get etched in your mind for some reason. This was one of those moments. So I've got my hands in my pocket, and I'm walking out after class, after school, I've got my head down, I'm just walking and looking. And I pass my father, who was sitting in the car, waiting to pick me up. And he says, "Jarrod, get your head up." "Okay, yes, sir, I will get my head up." And he goes, "Why are you looking down at the ground?" "I don't know." And he said, "Well, you're a Williams. You get your head up. Be proud of who you are. You look up." That's always stuck with me, and I try not to walk with my head down. I try to keep my head up and have a good attitude and a smile and share that with other people. But when I think about the story of the wise man encountering those two people building, it was because one had their head down and the other one had their head up. The one that said, "I'm just building a wall," had his head down, just focused on those bricks. This is what he was doing. The one that says, "I'm building the world's best, biggest lighthouse," he had his head up. He was looking towards that finished product. Now, I know this time has been weird, to say the least. I started back to work a few weeks ago, and it's odd. We got to do a lot of different things. There's a lot of social distancing stuff. There's just things. It's just weird. It's just the way it is. If we look at our lives in the pessimistic way, if we keep our head down and we think, "Oh man, government's probably going to shut everything down again. I'm going to get stuck at home. Not going to be able to go out." We're that guy that's building a wall. If I look at it and say, "You know what? I don't know what's going to happen. But this is the day the Lord hath made, and I'm going to rejoice in it. I'm going to make it be a good day." We're the guy that's got his head up, that's building a lighthouse. We look at it and say, "Boy, I don't know what my job's going to look like. I'm not sure if I can make it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to work. I don't know what I'm going to do." Or we look at it and say, "You know what? I don't know, but I know God's got my back. I know that His strength is shown in my weakness. I know that He tells me that I'm going to see Him again someday, that He's got a mansion prepared for me." Then we're that person building the lighthouse. There are so many things that go through our lives every day. And I think recently a lot of that's been highlighted about how our lives can get turned upside down at a moment's notice. In 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10, it says, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 8 through 10, it says, "You are troubled, but not distressed. You are perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed." I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. But what I do know is the situation I'm in does not change the quality of my life. The situation I'm in does not change my relationship with the Lord Almighty unless I want it to. So, as my mother would say, let's all get off the pity bus. No more pity parties. And as my boys would say, it is what it is. It can be no other way. But I can tell you this. It's a whole lot better if you're building a lighthouse for everyone to see than just stacking bricks and building a wall. I hope every one of you decides to get your head up, let God lift you up, and build a lighthouse for everyone else to see what a positive Christian can do in the middle of anything. If we can help you, I would encourage you to come forward as we stand and sing.